It's time for the mic drop. I ain't each show, but going deep on one topic affecting our community and hopes we can all learn a little more. In 1897, the West African nation of Benin, standing in what is modern-day Nigeria, was invaded by the British Empire, with troops burning the capital, Benin City, and looting the royal palace of thousands of precious artifacts. Priceless works of art crafted in wood, ivory, and bronze by their famed artisans. Now, the Kingdom of Benin ended shortly thereafter, razed to the ground, and the plunder from it, works of art that sell for millions of dollars apiece, would be scattered around the world, divvied up amongst royalty, private collections, and some 160 museums. Now, a group who for decades have seemingly given no thought to returning them to the descendants of their original owners, the rightful owners in my opinion, but that appears to be changing. Last week, the Smithsonian Institution made good on a deal they struck with Nigeria's National Commission for Museums and Monuments, transferring ownership of their collection of 30 Benin bronzes back to Nigeria. The move was the first official act of their new ethical return policy, and I'm hoping it's not the last. The Nigerian government has made requests of return from institutions around the world with some success. A British museum, the Horniman Museum and Garden, agreed to give back 72 items, including 12 bronzes, and the French government, the German government, and a British university have all agreed to return their bronzes back to Nigeria, which is fantastic. But none of this covers any of the world's private collections, including the royal family of Britain's rather large one. There are, of course, arguments against returning the works, but not for me. For me, none of them holds up. We're not talking about found historical objects. We're talking about theft. Valuable pieces often taken by force for the enrichment of the thieves and the enjoyment of museum goers. Literal cultural appropriation, leaving a void in the spirit of the cultures that created them. A void that the dominant culture would find unacceptable if the roles were reversed. In the end, these objects, works of art, original historical papers and the like, belong with the descendants of the people who made them, if for no other reason than the fact that it's morally right, and we have the ability to make it so. So I say bravo to the Smithsonian, the National Gallery of Art, and all the other institutions working to right these wrongs. And for those of you wondering how you're going to enjoy these works now, well, you can always book a trip to Nigeria. I hear it's beautiful there this time of year.